About the ordeal that has so dramatically impacted his life.
As a freelance photographer at WXYZ TV Channel 7, Chris Zenfinig was accustomed to covering big stories. But that all changed in July of 2019. Suddenly, he was the story. Arrested and charged with involuntary manslaughter in the death of a man named Kenneth Klingler.
To see that about yourself, it's a bit detaching, you know? Because you know yourself to the point where you're not capable of anything that evil. Like, I wasn't raised that way.
On Wednesday, the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office dropped the charges after Zenfinig's attorney, Robbie Lang, determined there wasn't any evidence or any facts to prove his client committed a crime.
Robbie is an outstanding attorney. You know, it's funny because my parents just happened to fall upon a phone book listing and then dialed him, and then they got one of the best guys ever.
This story actually began on July 3rd, 2019. Zenfinig, just 23 years old at the time, and his friends were leaving a party in Troy. They had never met Klingler, but he was a friend of a friend, and he needed a place to sleep for the night.
The altercation begins. He puts Nate in a chokehold, and we basically had instincts to defend ourselves at that point.
So Zenfinig says he pulled into a parking lot off of Mound Road in Warren, and they say they got the man out of the car. But he continued to be combative. They eventually drove away, leaving Klingler alone in the parking lot.
It was very scary and very quick. I think the whole thing lasted about 10 minutes.
But when they returned hours later to get Zenfinig's shoes that he says fell off during the altercation, the three friends were taken to the Warren Police Department for questioning.
After that, we found out that he had passed away, which was devastating to find out. We had no idea how that could have occurred. And then we found out we were charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Police contended that the three men beat the victim to death. The medical examiner determined Klingler died of blunt force trauma to the head. But after seeing this video of the victim stumbling towards the road, the medical examiner changed the matter of death from homicide to indeterminate. The head injury is consistent with being hit by the tire of a car. Those new developments in the case prompted prosecutors to drop all charges.
For this department to come out and try to accuse very good-hearted people of such horrible things is devastating to your character. It makes you question a lot of things. You know, it makes you question where the world's heart really is.
And that was Fox 2's Camille Amiri reporting. Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer says he's disappointed the charges were dropped. He stands by his department and says his detectives did an outstanding job with this case.